Harry, how'd it feel being out there, getting your first appearance in a while down in Portland?
Yeah, it was good. Been a couple months. I was ready to play that last regular season game, and the game, ended up not lending itself to it. But I feel good. Felt good the last week and a half of practice. Looking forward to game Thursday.
You'll get a lot of time now with the injuries and stuff out on the field.
Yeah, that's my goal. I was trying to get myself back for the playoffs. When I first had the injury, you never know what's going to happen with injuries, and the spots were in the playoffs, and I wanted to be healthy so that in case something like this happened, I was ready to go and help this team advance to the next round.
What was it like getting dropped right into just an intense rivalry playoff match for your first action back?
Yeah, no, it was fun. For me, I'm someone that is always pretty composed. I'm never going to panic no matter what the situation is. So I think, for me, I'm glad they trust me in those last 10 minutes to play, because for me, I'm going to think just as clearly then as a midweek regular season game against someone else. I don't know. For me, it's all the same. It's soccer.
A game like this, where space in the middle, creativity, just finding that. How fun is that for a player like you, and also kind of the way that Portland plays as well?
Yeah, I think, just not even specifically to how Portland plays. I think that's why I was bummed I got hurt. I was feeling good, and, feeling good playing with, guys like Victor, Nico, Raul up top. I think, for me, it was something I was having a lot of fun doing, and, to be out a couple months, it makes you miss it even more. So I'm glad to be back there. I think, we set up well, to score a few goals, and, I'm confident with how the result's going to go.
Harry, as a player, do you prefer starting these playoff series on the road or at home? What have you found works best?
Yeah, it's a tough question. I think if you're playing away or at home first and you get a good result, it makes it tough. You win the first home game 2-0 and you're coming back away, and I think it's easier to sit back and defend. And I'm sure that's what Portland's going to do, and is going to try to transition. But I think for us, scoring that away goal and only being down one deficit, I feel like we're in a pretty good spot to either win the game 1-0 or hopefully, put 2 or 3 goals on the board and keep them off the scoreboard.
Does it change the way you guys approach that game? You're just needing to score that goal in order to not be eliminated?
Yeah, I think, nothing too drastic happened. I think for us, if we had lost 3-0, that's going to change your mindset completely going into this home leg. But I think, for us, it's so even in terms of how things can shake out this game. I think, we're going to stick with how we play, because, I think we're confident with how we play, and that it's going to work out successful at home.
Aside from the 2 critical losses of the 2 players,
yeah,
what's the feeling like in the dressing room right now?
Same it's been the whole second half of the year. I think, for us, we approach every game like we're going to win. We were disappointed we lost last game. I think, even though we were playing away against a good team, I think we felt like going into the game, we could have gotten a result, and that it didn't happen. I think it's, we're basically approaching it like we're down 2-1 at halftime of a game, and I think, we've proven the last 2 years since I've been here that being down 2-1 at half doesn't mean a whole lot, and we're gonna get those goals when we need them to help us win the game.
You mentioned you were ready to go maybe a couple of games, but you weren't able to do that. So how's your fitness? So you feel like you can give the team a good shift?
No, I feel like for me personally, I'm always in pretty good shape. So I think for me, after the first 2 practices back, I feel like, I was ready to go and play in games.